Hey guys, this is me, Dude Miller here. So yes, reacted to today's videos about why gaming characters
Hey,
be
what's up, guys?
swapped
Ruff here.
for
So, in all my
modern
time
monsters
covering
or
gaming
fail.
related news, I don't think I've ever seen such a polarizing rift between how developers are acting on games that, at their core, have some foundational similarities. Today, we're going to be looking at two different games where the dev teams are acting very differently towards the concept of a modern agenda or the modern audience. If
Just, guys, I agree, this is so ridiculous. Like exactly, like modern audience in video games, it will fail. There's a lot of games fail. Conk will fail. That Sweet Baby Inc. game failed, bro. A lot of things will fail. There's a lot of
you
games
will,
failed.
where one development team is very against appealing to that, and the other is very for appealing to that. So let's begin with the first game, Knight's Path, which is getting a lot of attention. This is a story driven RPG set in a grounded, low fantasy world inspired by the Holy Roman Empire. Now, this game already has 200,000 wish lists, a very impressive number. People seem to be excited about this game. Now, when you go to their Twitter, there is a very clear message they are trying to portray in terms of this game and the direction the developers want to go towards. So they made this post that made the most annoying people angry. So they said this: introducing Emily, one of the female characters you can form a romantic relationship with in the game.
Yeah,
So
guys.
here we have this character. A lot of people very impressed with a character like this. I mean, we got knights, we have appealing female character designs. I mean, of course, this is set for a lot of success. And also, it's set to make a lot of people very angry. So let's see some of the responses. This person saying, oof, this game is going to be a new home for the incels. I'm calling it. Here's another one saying, OP, I hope your team of pathetic incels fails miserably in your attempts at everything you do. By the way, we'll get into it, but the designer of this character is, of course, a woman. Many such cases when people are complaining about the pathetic incels behind whatever team or design, it ends up being a woman who designed it. It's very ironic. Here's another one saying, a perfectly normal looking woman. No. Generic blonde AI generated Gooner slop character. Yes. Okay, I'm just looking at a person like this and their profile, and I just don't think you are the intended audience for a game like this. Okay? And as pointed out earlier, yes, this character was designed by a woman. Indie game developer shows a beautiful female character. Massive coping and attacks from the tolerant left. Character design is actually made by a normal, beautiful Eastern European woman. The jokes write themselves. So, there's also some other important questions. This person asks, you're not going to get cucked in this game, are you? And Knight's Path on their official account says no, which is definitely the last straw for iDubbbz. He is not going to be wishlisting this game any longer. But here is the most important interaction to come out of all of this. So this person says, I hope you'll have some LGBTQ representation in the game. And the official account says, we care about gaming and fun, not modern agendas.
You know what, guys? I could create. Yeah, yeah. If I have my own studio, it'd be much successful. It'd be much successful than EA, than this DEI, not just a certain studios or Activision or whatever. Bro, I could make a better studio, successful than Nintendo is putting this nonsense DEI crap in their games now. Swear Nintendo's
Fathomably
doing that next.
based response right here. And of course, the people who are looking for this sort of a game, they love hearing this. The people who are screeching on Twitter about appealing character designs and anything that doesn't serve a modern agenda, they're very mad about this.
Like video games, that they defeat the hard left or whatever. just saying, oh,
okay? But then again,
exactly.
they were never the intended audience of a game like this. So there is Knight's Path. Now we have the flip side, which is 1348 Ex Voto. Okay, this is another game that is releasing soon. Similar concept in terms of like the foundation of this game, right? A journey through a tumultuous medieval Italy as Aeta, a young knight errant. Now, here's something important to understand about this bowl haircutted character. She is a lesbian knight who's going around trying.
You know what, guys? I think this game 100% will fail. I'm gonna predict. Yeah, there'll probably be video game drama. Exactly, like bro, censorship is just getting out of hand. I'll be honest. That's why I don't
to
play the game.
go after her lover who's been kidnapped, and she's trying to save her. Okay, you know what? Interesting concept.
But yeah, guys, so damn annoying. Everything has to be DEI nonsense in there. Like, bro, I want the video games to be normal again. But yeah,
All right,
these
enough to get
activist groups.
100,000 wish lists. So clearly, there's people out there who like what they see here, but they're taking a very different approach on social media than at least what we saw with the previous game, and that's not too surprising given the context of this game and what it's trying to do, right? So they make a very clear reference to the past developers by saying, don't forget to wishlist and note the release date on your modern agenda. They're not being very subtle
I'd
about this.
focus on the values, bro. I'd focus on what the gamers want, not putting this politics in there. Just yeah, guys.
Whatsoever.
That's
This
why
is a
people don't
shot
buy.
at the former development team who said they're not going to focus on any sort of modern agenda. And the comments, well, it didn't go their way. All right, this was not the comment section they probably expected, but let's just scroll through it. See, this is where you lot go wrong. You can never just advertise your product. You have to latch onto something else. And you latched onto the one thing now that everyone was roasting. Smash JT says, no, your character design is absolute dog crap. There's only one modern agenda here, and it isn't the one on the left. I mean, this is really the side-by-side comparison. This is not AI. This is not some edit. This is the comparison. Now, of course, as I always say, if you like this or you don't care at all about the design of characters in video games, go for it. Go play this game. Wonderful. But we've seen time and time again people gravitating towards what? Which one? Can you guess? It's on the left. Okay? But that's their choice. And all you can do is respect it. But, of course, when you start adding this snide remark about the modern agenda and you're openly calling.
It's a game developer. It's a guy who owns a video game studio. That is his choice. He's not. That is his choice. He wants to put politics in his game or not. In it, guys. If you want to make a normal straight story to be successful, listen to what the fans want. But in it, that's his choice,
Out
bro.
a different
Yeah.
development team, it really rubs people the wrong way. This person says, better idea. Ignore. The modern audience will come. They are just fashionably late. Yeah, unfortunately, I think they'll be waiting forever for the modern audience to show up. Hard pass? See you in the layoffs. I'm good. I'd rather play Knight's Path. Amazing. But of course, the journalists are glazing this up. You're not surprised, right? This is what they do. They see this game that fits their agenda, and they're going to glaze it, okay? You can see the gamer immediately jumping out saying, 1348 Ex Voto's lesbian knight is the shakeup the medieval genre needs. Now, understand,
Guys, I agree with you. I don't know why the heck they
before we
put
get
a
into this,
lesbian knight
a
in
lot of the
this.
people who are crapping on the first game, they were saying, oh, she's got like mascara. She doesn't look like someone from medieval times. But then this is the shakeup that a medieval genre needs, according to these journalists. It doesn't seem very consistent. But anyways, they say throughout history, there have always been tales of female knights. Joan of Arc led French battles in the 100 Years' War. Isabel of Conches rode armored and armed alongside knights in the 11th century despite her status as a noblewoman. Legendary Norse shield maiden Lagertha, whose tale intertwines with myth, Chappelle Roan at the 2024 VMAs. What? What does that have to do with... Is this like humor I don't understand? Whatever.
Bro, I want a good game. What can be successful? I don't want to play
They
a
say, here's another one to add to the
game
pile.
like this.
Anyways, the
Dragon Age.
article goes on to say why we need a lesbian night game. That's why I'd prefer to sidestep all the culture war drama. In a world where some games feel desperate to pander to the loudest audiences, it's refreshing to see a game...
Guys, I rather trust the Chinese making video games than this DEI crap in there. Just everything is gonna fail, guys. I'm gonna be straight honest with you. Yeah, it's just a lesbian night. Like, bro, I think this game will flop super hard. I don't think it will. I don't think this game is gonna hit 1 million.
execute its own vision as it desires. It will inevitably get tired criticisms of DEI or wokery, but the fact is, a lesbian night is way more niche than a classic
Guys, I'd rather have the
romantic
romantic night in there. It is
who
much
saves
freaking
the
better.
damsel. Whatever your thoughts on 1348's vision, mine being that it's very cool, it's hard to argue that this is pandering, avoiding anything controversial and stirring up the sentiments of the most vocal gamers would be a far more pandering act. See, this is how out of touch the gamer is. They're saying the loudest voice, the people who are the loudest on social media are the minority of people in terms of what they actually want, what those loud minorities
Exactly, guys. This minority group is just so
actually
freaking
want
ridiculous.
is not representative of what most gamers want. That's why these games that typically pander to a certain type of agenda, they just don't do as well. And it happens over and over again. But of course,
Like, guys, I know why the gaming industry is going to fail.
this game
Because of
can
this
succeed,
crap in there.
but journalists like this are trying to make it a one-to-one, right? They're saying this game is going against a narrative that has been established the past couple of years where people are saying they're tired of DEI or wokery and those games fail, and this is a counterpoint to it.
Exactly, guys. It's so garbage, you know.
Will it succeed? I don't know. It seems like there's a decent amount of interest in this game, but of course we know the journalists are going to lap this up. And you can see, they end by saying, nevertheless,
IGN,
I admit I have been pandered to.
These
I am more interested in this game because it has a queer female lead.
Yeah, exactly.
And that, despite what angry thumbnails will tell you, is still a rarity. Well, we can agree that it is a rarity, but sometimes people just want a different or even more basic medieval setting. People can choose this game all they want, but I think there is definitely a divide on the development team here. Knight's Path versus 1348. They have a very different approach. How that's going to pan out, I can't wait to see. You know, I think there's general interest in both of these games, but there's a very different response to everything going on. But anyways, that's going to do it for today's video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Yeah, guys, do not forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you.